Hi Capricorn, welcome back to Wandering Magic. This is going to be your July 2025 message, and it's going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Your siren song, and if I remember, I think I'm going to call this reading your siren song, because there is heavy energy here on illusions and taking the seat of caution, because there are consequences on the other side. This just escalated quickly. Peace. Peace is what your oracle message came out. I pre-shuffled. And so we have peace and love. Peace and love. I had a roommate that said that anyway, in the past. So peace and love. Capricorn. 2 is here on the intention of peace, which is about partnerships and choices. Breathe with me, because I feel like in July you are trying to find tranquility. This is about inner peace and harmony that you are looking for. For some of you, it is directly connected with love. And if you're breathing in, also, if you can see this here, did we see the swans? Do you see the swans here? That is not an illusion. Those are swans. So, yeah, okay. The love that you feel is strong, but I'm going to say this just as some. On the air of caution, Mercury retrograde is going to bring something back to the surface. I was going to say resurface something to you that was not a pleasant experience. And so you are being asked to really dig deep into peace. Meditate, breathe, take a deep breath, think before you speak, and don't be impulsive, or it's just all those words just came to me right now. And so you're just right now trying to figure out why, first of all, ask yourself, why am I letting someone disturb my peace? You shouldn't. Really reflect on yourself and your situation, not just love. Just reflect on decisions that need to be made, but don't make the decision in July. Because I'm feeling for you that tensions are going to be high. Whatever that is and however that looks for you, tensions are going to be high. With the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, everything that was glittering is now starting to fade away. Everything that the thing that you thought what was like the thing is not it. You are really just trying to figure out what happened. Where did things go wrong? And here you are with your siren song. You are just in almost like taken aback a little. It doesn't feel like an abrupt feeling, but it just feels like you're suddenly realizing, like, how am I just noticing this now, is what I heard. Everything was great and things were so good, and all of a sudden something, it's like you're almost starting to ask yourself, like, why didn't I see this before? How is it that I didn't see this now? Why did I get into this situation? It felt good. It felt like the right thing to do. It was stability in every sense of the word. It was feeling just complete. It just felt right. And that's how you got there. You got there because everything, it was like a shiny new coin, a shiny penny on the ground that you picked up because you thought It was heads, and it was lucky, and it was tails, and so it was unlucky. I will say, try not to act on these feelings, because those actions are going to take you a little out of character, and you're basically going to allow someone to take you there, but you're being asked not to. Stand your ground and dig deep and find the peace that it is that you need and seek. Whatever peace looks like to you. For some, it's reading a book. For some, it's going to a park and sitting on a swing and just being there. Meditation. Dancing. Singing a song. Listening to music. You know, I'll share this very personal thing. I realized recently that I hadn't really listened to music in so long, and I don't even know why. I've been doing so much on my own, and this is not about me, but I just will say, I got in the car and I'm driving, and instead of listening, usually I like to listen to words. So whether it's a podcast or like a YouTube video, whatever the case may be, that's me. But I said, you know what? I'm going to put some music on. And it just felt so good. Like, it was just that rising, like it helped me raise my vibration. And so I want to have you entertain yourself by tapping into what's going to raise my vibration in July. What does that mean, raise my vibration? It means that when you are operating from down here, right? That means you are a little bit at a lower point, meaning you're pessimistic. Things are not great. Every little thing's ticking you off. You're allowing people to take your energy or consume your energy. When you start to vibrate high and you're vibing high, you start to say, it's cool. That's nothing. You're starting to feel good. Even if good starts as neutral, you wanna stay in neutral instead of being down here. You wanna start rising up. And I'm not to say you're gonna be all cheesy and whatnot, and that's fine if you are, and I love that for you. But there's something that's gonna take you out of your cheesy state, right? I digress. Moving on. The Page of Cups in reverse. Again, this was not an element of surprise. None of this is new to you. You're just starting to actually realize and really feel into what's been going on lately. The Three of Swords in reverse. I was not ready for that one. I will say, it's not about complete loss, and it doesn't have to be. I also want to say, you don't want to lose yourself in any of this, okay? But there's something about this situation, and just think very broadly when I say this, that it's just like the epitome of disappointment, and it just feels, Capricorn, that you're a little bit down here. This is why we're going to work on raising our vibration. You see what I'm doing here? This is taking time. This is not a raise your vibration. This is a slow and gradual turn, right? Turn of events, turn of change, reflection, all the things. It's going to take a little bit of time, but July feels like that. I see you writing. I see you smiling. I see you with not an ice cream cone, but like a cup of like ice cream or water ice or whatever that is, and you're eating it. And you feel good, and it makes you happy. So that's what I'll say about that. With the Six of Pentacles, you are just feeling a little bit like this is not, something doesn't quite feel even keel. Poet and don't even know it. It doesn't feel like, things are just a little out of balance right now. And I feel like that answer first is going to come to you. Like, how do you fix this? Is going to come from within. And then when it hits you, just like this epiphany did, it's going to hit you fast, and you're going to see that. But you just need to sit in that seat for a little bit with yourself to figure out realistically, how can I fix this? But like in the calmest space, in the calmest way, without blowing up, getting upset, and all the things. Okay. Your advice card here is listen to your intuition. And how do you tap into your intuition? You have to just get quiet. Okay? And then your fairy message here is sacred journey. The path you choose is your destiny. So again, let's not be hasty. If we go back to Siren Song talks about luring someone in for pleasure, and then it blows up in your face with something not so great on the other side. So just make sure you are doing things the right way, whatever that means to you, okay? Watch your sun, moon, and rising for any additional messages, and I'll see you next time.